Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time to analyze my team. So we dropped 600 ranks this week, thankfully enough, even with the crazy week of injuries that we've all had. So down to 4,030, which is a good result, considering we've had Twal, Katoa, Carrigan, all have some real issues on the field in terms of suspension or getting injured. So ended up being a decent week with a few people to save the day. So let's go through it. Round 6, we had McCulloch with 45. So as I said in the previous video, the Knights were attacking a lot of the game. So he only had to make 42 tackles instead of his normal 60, and didn't really have any attacking stats. Just the 66 metres, which is completely fine, and what he's been getting the last few weeks anyway. So nothing wrong with that. But obviously against better teams, he's gonna score in the mid to high 60s, and then the not so good teams, his base should be around that 45 mark. So we can handle that for someone who's only, they bought him at under 600. So nothing wrong with that with McCulloch. Moving on to Twal, was doing his usual point a minute and then unfortunately got injured. So nothing more to say about him. Payne Haas actually went off this week, only played how many minutes? 59 minutes for his 55, which is, so much less than his usual PPM, but no, there's still the 50 tackles, just didn't run as much with the 85 metres, so nothing to worry about with him. They were getting spanked. So this week up against the Titans, hopefully he should play a big game with them really looking to get a win. So I'd say he's going to play the 80 this week, but we'll wait and see. We'll still be captaining him, that's for sure. Yeah, Carrigan had the sin bin, so didn't play his full allotment of minutes, lost his points for the sin bin. Yeah, was just under where he usually plays, but knocked off that time for the sin bin. He's going to be out for this week, but he's going to be someone that we want to keep. No stress there. Katoa got injured, went off for a lot of the game, only played 54 minutes, and then just wasn't running the ball. So normal tackles with the 3 miss, and then only 50 metres. And he won't be playing this week, so that's upsetting for those that have him. Thing to think about with Katoa at 534, do we see him as a keeper? And my thoughts is no. So when he scores a try, he gets in the 60s. When he doesn't, he gets a lot less. So 30 around. Let's just say 30 is sort of his average week. So if you're combining that together, you're sitting around 45 for an average. And it's not what we're going to want for a keeper second row. We want closer to 55 to 60 at a minimum there, 55. And if he's not going to be that and he's injured, could be the week to pull the trigger on him. You'll see in my trades, I'm personally going to get rid of him this week. I think, especially when we're needing players in our team this week, he could be one to go. Isaiah Yeo, doing his thing. Don't really have to talk about him. Doing a great job. Nathan Cleary, got back to exactly what he was doing the first few games. 68, 75, 35. Had a good game in real footy, but it just didn't happen on the fantasy scores. And this time was back to normal. Got the try assist, even the field goal in there, and only half the missed tackles, which is around his norm, 3 to 4. And back to the bigger kick meters. So perfect game for Cleary, and we'll hope for more of that going forward. Drinkwater, how good was he? Perfect for our teams this week for those that had to keep him. So brought him in after he's 52, which is always great when they go backwards after you bring him in. So it was great to finally get a decent score out of him. Obviously, a length of the field try is going to bolster your try points and your run meters up to 170 compared to his 50 and 60 and 70 the last 3 weeks. So and actually got a price rise after all these drops. So hopefully one more good week out of him, fingers crossed, and then we can get rid of him from there. So he's not going to keep on 490k. If we can get up to 500, then we can either downgrade him or upgrade him to someone else. From there, Bradman Best, 28, so just first quiet week for him. Didn't have to do too much this week. It was done on, in the other parts of the field with other players. So 28 was that, and he's out this week for breaching protocol. So perfect. Have a shit week and then get dropped. Get out of the team. So that's perfect. Crichton has been it's disappointing. Good player. In terms of, he's a big, strong boy. Looks like he knows what he's doing. Obviously, defence is not amazing. 11 tackles, 3 misses, and obviously some key misses against Wonga Blake the other week, but just not scoring what you'd want for a big fella. He's only getting 1, 2, 0 tackle breaks. They don't go out to him a lot. They go to kick out a lot, which is annoying. You'd hope that they'd use kick out as a bit more of to dummy, as a lead runner going through there, and Crichton getting some tries out the back or some tackle busts, but it hasn't happened yet. So it's a little bit annoying, but someone we're going to have to stick with, unfortunately. Wasn't too expensive bringing in, which is helpful. Amiso had a bit of a shocker in the first half. It was -3 at half time and got a couple of line breaks in the second half to come back to 22. So not exactly what we wanted from him, and they obviously got absolutely spanked in the first half. So hopefully they can play a little bit better this week against the Knights, but I can't see it happening. They're just in a bit of a free fall at the moment, playing very bad footy, the Cowboys. So, at worst, he's a cash out. But, we'll see how we go with him. Ponga did exactly what we wanted him to do. I was thinking him or Tedesco. I had the money for both and decided with Ponga a little bit cheaper. And I thought they were fairly similar blokes to bring in. Obviously, Teddy's had a few bigger scores, but Ponga he's very consistent. He can have a game of not doing too much and get 50 or 60, and on the weekend he got 68 and he didn't even have any real attacking stats. He kicks the goals as well, which is important. So just had the 1 line break, 6 tackle breaks, and still gets 68, which is awesome. Even doing some kicking. 149 minutes. So getting 7 points in kicking as well to go with his goal kicking is perfect. So good pick this weekend for me. Pappenhausen just being slow, just not getting tackle breaks. So annoying. Don't have him in your team last year when he goes absolutely bonkers, and then you bring him in this time and he's had 1 good game of 7 tackle breaks and he got 50 that week. So he's had 1 try and a line break, or 2 line breaks, and no try assists or anything in the one. So they're a bit clunky at the moment, the Storm. Surely against the Warriors they can be better. Moving to the bench, Harry Grant is just a gun. Coruscant's a gun. All in the 60s, nothing to worry about there. Leilua is someone will be upgrading soon at 620k. He's not a keeper. Gets a little bit of a breather at the end of the games too. I know the game before he went off injured, and then last game he's probably, because they were winning easy, they're like, all right, let's get you off because you've had a little bit of ankle soreness. But if he plays at 80, he's getting around that. He'll get around that 50 mark, but he's just not quite there as the keeper. Just not enough run meters to go along with mediocre tackles, 30 plus. So one I'll be keeping this week, but going forward we'll be upgrading him or downgrading depending on how it goes. And Horsburgh played a few less minutes this week, but did really well. Happy with his output, and he's going to be hopefully a keeper in my team. Obviously Bateman's going to come back at some point, but we'll see how much that affects Horsburgh. But for the moment, he's a keeper. Tunua Brown, just a more lean week this week. Actually got more minutes, but didn't score as well. So no tackle breaks this week, and a couple of missed tackles, which he hasn't been having, and then a lot less meters at 80. So again, someone will need to play going forward. And moving along, Toby Rudolph got 37. So they're both making a fair bit of money. And look, they're both at, what do we got here? So 485 for Tunua Brown in price and 457 for Toby Rudolph. So they're both getting close to their peak. Tunua Brown has a little bit more money to make. Rudolph's almost hit his peak. So they could be ready to downgrade or upgrade over the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks. We'll probably need them to score the next couple. Then after that, they'll be ready to get rid of. So just have a think about that, guys. And with them being on your bench, there's you can trade them in or out. You can trade anyone in or out easily from any position. So something to think about. And then Williami and Jerome Luai. Williami's injured for a while. I can't see him getting his spot back anyway. And then Luai at 397. We'd like him to get over 400. Same thing. He's going to be a cash out, one to cash out or upgrade at some point in the next few weeks when we have everyone back on track. So next we're going to talk about my trades for the week. So I'm just going to show you how I would set up my team going forward. All right, so what we're going to do is actually move. I'm going to bring in some guys from half centre and wing fullback because they're the ones that have really been a struggling point for me. I have enough second row and front row especially hookers, to get by. So we're going to be bringing up Leilua and Horsburgh for our two guys that we're going to trade out. So I'll be trading out Twile this week, pending the news that he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks with his knee issue. He's going to go. So we're going to trade out Katoa and we're going to trade out Twile. And my trades for the week are going to be from completely different positions. So I'm going to be bringing in Munster this week. Someone, if you have a look at his average since the change of rule, something that's really suited him, the tired forwards, the faster game. He's someone's really light on his feet and get a lot of tackle breaks. But you can see this year that everything's going through him. When Hughes is playing, when Jax is playing, it goes through him. And if he's not in a position to do anything with it, then Smith takes over. So for someone that's averaging in sort of the mid-60s since the restart, at 774, he's going to be priced at close to 900 very soon if he keeps doing what he's doing. He didn't do a lot on the weekend and still got 68. So he's someone that I like watching playing as well. So that's another one that's part of it. And yeah, he's going to be my pick. The other one I'd thought of is obviously Pearce there is a bit cheaper, and then Kyle Flanagan. Flanagan, my thoughts on him, he's not proven, whereas Munster's proven, and this rules show that he's going to score even better. So I'd rather go with a guy that's completely proven. And yeah, there's every chance that Flanagan can go back and start scoring 40 to 45. If Roosters don't go as well and they don't have that go forward that they have the last bunch of weeks, Munster's going to be a safer bet. And my other one, so I'm going to need centre cover for this week because Best is out. But this guy, a lot of people have been bringing him in the last few weeks, and it's going to be Latrell. So Katoa and Twile out for Munster, and Latrell leaves me with 17k and 14 trades remaining. So we're getting fairly low on trades, and I'm going to be doing a video about trades in the next one. But if I'm to confirm those there and go through, so Carrigan's going to be out. I'm going to sub him out. I've got to bring Horsburgh down. And then Carrigan's going to come out for Tanua Brown. All right, so that's there. Move Drinky up to Munster. And I think I'd rather play Drinky over Hamiso. See if we can sneak another 50 or 60 out of him. And Best for Latrell. And so my thoughts next week is when Best is back and bring Best back up for either Drinky or Crichton. Most likely going to be Drinkwater. Hopefully Papenhuyzen hasn't scored well and we can keep him for a while yet. The halves are now set. Our next upgrades are going to be in the front row, second row. So we'll be able to bring Carrigan back up next week for Tanua Brown back on the bench. So looking fairly strong. Leilua is going to be one I want to upgrade for like a Madison, Taumalolo, these kind of guys from there. And then we'll be getting closer to the final 17. And this week, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to bring Luai up. And so with them playing the first game, we're going to sit him at number 5. I'm going to move. We can leave Best there, for example. We're going to bring Toby Rudolph up. That's fine. So we're definitely playing Coruscant, Grant, and Rudolph. Best is going to go up to number 5. Luau goes to... Best to 4. Luau to 5. So Luau plays the first game. If he scores well, I can leave Best there and get Luai's score. If he doesn't play well, I can bring Hamiso up to number 4 and take his score instead. But I think Luai has more chance of scoring well. He seems to get to 20 really quick and then just do nothing the rest of the game. So anyway, it gives me 2 bites of the cherry there at the number 4 spot. And that's all we're going to be able to do this week. But makes my halves and centres look so much stronger. So I've traded out 1 keeper and 1 mid-ranger for 2 keepers in their respective positions. So I think that's a positive move. You know, having burnt a lot of trades lately to try and get in a decent scoring position, I think now's the time to start bringing in the guns. With our team totals being fairly high, like I've got 12.6 million, we'll be up to 13 fairly soon, and be able to push closer to a final 17 in the next 5 or 6 rounds. So they're my trades this week, guys. Let me know what your trades are going to be in the comments. I'm enjoying those comments there and the engagement there. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be really helpful to me, and I'm enjoying putting these videos out. So I'll see you guys in the next one.